Hi, this is Kanaya, and today I will be showing you how to crochet the Windsor ripple blanket. My YouTube channel's name is Princess Pud, so hopefully you subscribe, post a like, and comment down below. And so before we get started, I want to show you how far did I do on the ripple, ripple blanket. So let me see this. So now I see I worked 28 rows, so
You are
28
so
rows
pretty.
so far.
You did that in a week? That's a lot.
See, I did 28 rows this 28 I worked up all the way to 28 rows of this ripple stitch blanket.
Like,
You see this?
oh my god.
So now I'm making this for a baby, and you can make it whoever you want. So if you want to, so before so now I'll show you rows 29 and 30 once I show you the ripple stitch blanket. So now I'm about to put this to the side, to this to the side. So the first thing what you will need is a 6mm crochet hook, some yarn, and a pair of scissors. So let me see. So now let's cut this off. Let's see if we can cut this off, because we don't need those here.
Nish, I like you.
Thank you. My other grandma, Lynette, gave this to me.
Cool.
So, let me see if I can take this off. So now, you're gonna make a slip knot. And I know, Natalie, you already did your chain already, so just hold on for a second.
Okay.
So, so once you make your slip knot, you're gonna take your crochet hook and you're gonna insert it through the loop. And what I'm using is, I'm making this homespun quick and I'm using the lion brand yarn. So it's way much bigger than the red heart yarn. The red heart yarn is skinnier, but the lion brand yarn is thicker. You see it? So I used this before, but I used the biggest crochet hook to make a blanket. So you can use any type of yarn that you want.
Look at my chain.
You chain way longer, see.
My sister's chain is
You
longer than mine.
chain longer, bro. Girl. So
That's
now
longer
what you want to
than
do,
mom's body. Yeah,
so,
this is for mama.
so now what you want to do is you're going to chain 148. So you yarn over and you pull it through. Another, you don't have to undo your chains. You just have to chain 3 more and then you're done.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to do one more. I just did two.
Okay, so you yarn over, you pull it through. You yarn over your hook and you pull it through. So you're gonna keep going until you have 148 chains.
148.
Yep.
You don't have to do
You
148 in
you
there.
don't have to do it, Amira. We're just trying to
You
make
have.
this blanket for.
Well, mine's gonna be like yours, Nisha, because I did 148.
So stay there. Don't do anything yet until I get there. So I honestly, um, so I honestly have the even amount of chains you have. So last week, guys, we started on this ripple stitch blanket, and I thought it was really beautiful. But we're gonna try it out and see how this is gonna work, because if you look at the pattern on the side, on the one that I sent you, you could see what they're trying to show you. So I posted a link on the description box just in case if you wanna learn how to make a ripple blanket and once you fully get it, once you fully understand it, then it will be much easier. So there's not going to be nothing new in this pattern. It's just a repeat row. So if you repeat rows, so row number 1 we're going to do next once we get finished with the chains. So before I chain any longer, I want to make sure I count the chains. So like I was saying before, this is way much bigger than the red heart yarn. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29, 30, 31, 31, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Wait, let me see if I can. These sometimes it's be harder to count since I have a bigger size yarn. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 20. Like this is like super long. So now I want to make sure that we're counting them right. But I'm using this big yarn. Like this, so you see this yarn, guys? This yarn is so chunky. Like I can't stand this. This yarn is so chunky. So the ripple stitch blanket is not that, it's not gonna be too hard. We're just trying to teach you guys the way that we understand and how are we supposed to help each other. So Anila, what type of yarn are you using?
I don't know. He's using a red color. The thing is called Gloker.
Gloker?
Gloker.
Gloker? It's like a small yarn, but I'm using a lion brand yarn to show you guys because I know I've used the lion brand yarn, but it's so chunky that the chains might be a little bit hard to count because you're using a bigger yarn than what you've usually used. So I usually use the red heart yarn because it's better, but now I'm using the chunky yarn. But like So let's see, how many chains did I do? So it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know what is this looks like. Looks like I did longer. So I don't know how are we supposed to do this since I'm using this chunky on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. Hold on. 10, 11, 12. Wait, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, hold on, 53, 54, wait, 50, wait, hold on, 53, 54, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 67, 68, 69, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. I don't know what am I doing here because I'm using this big chunky yarn and it looks like, so it looks like I might be putting stitch markers in between because of the fact I'm using this chunky yarn. That's why it's hard to count our chains because, so now let me see if I restart it and now I'll get the stitch markers. So let me see if I can recount my numbers and see if I put a stitch markers, maybe that will help. Let me see if I can do it.
What are stitch markers?
Stitch markers are like when you put to like certain chains, like if you put a stitch marker a stitch marker usually what you need to like, it's like a hook, like, so you see what it looks like? It's like a stitch marker.
Oh,
So
I
if
see.
you want to put
It
a
looks
stitch
small.
marker on the
Well,
chain, like some projects, they will have to ask you to like put a stitch marker.
which one?
So let me see. So now let's start over. So now you're gonna make a slip knot, and then we're still gonna chain 148. I'm just doing one second. So now you're gonna take your hook, insert it through the loop. So I'm gonna count it out loud and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you want to put your stitch marker in between, then that's fine. But I'm putting stitch markers in between so it's much easier. So hold on, this is why it is so hard to count when we're using these big chunky yarns. I can't believe this. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the reason why I'm counting it slow, because I want to make sure I get the right amount of stitches. 20, 21, 22, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Thirty, 31, 32, 33, 34. So hold on. 30, 31. Let me see. Start over here. So hold on. So 30, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Oh my goodness. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So the reason I'm putting stitch markers is because I wanted to make it much easier to count. I don't usually do this when there's a practice. So let's start from 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. So let's start from 40. So 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So, so 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So hold on, 50, 51, 52, 50, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 60, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, wait, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 'So we just want to make sure we count our chains. So 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 60, 61, 61, 60. We just trying to slow down here since, so we're gonna start from 60, 60, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. So this time I'm going to put a crochet hook to the 70th chain. 70, 70, 71, 72, So 70, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. So I'll put this another crochet hook on the 90th chain, 91, 92, 93, 94. So 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. 101, 102, 103, 104, 104, 105, 106, 107, 107, 108, 109, 110. 111, 112, 113, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 120. So I have 28. So far I made 120 chains. So I'm doing 28 more chains with you guys since I'm still here. So 121, 122, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So let's see. One hundred thirty, 130, 130, 131, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So I'll have to put a stitch marker on that one because we have 8 more chains. We have 8 more chains to go. So there's 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. So now you have chained 148. You can take, I'm going to take off my stitch markers and I'll show you how to do it. So the reason why I put stitch markers and crochet hooks there just in case and so it's easier. So if you don't want to, you don't have to, but that's either up to you. So now, so before we, so so now you can take off our stitch markers since we don't need them no more. So we could, so it might be hard for me, it might be hard to go into the chain since I'm using the bigger yarn. I don't usually use that yarn. So, because I'm doing this just to show you. So now, so So before we go into the, before we start row 1, be sure to count to see if you have 148 and 48. So now, once you have 148 chains, we should all have that. So now, let's minimize the meeting for a second. So now row number 1 is you're going to put 1 double crochet into the 4th chain. So to do that, you're going to yarn over and you're going to skip 3 chains. So you're going to skip 3 chains and you're going to go into the 4th chain right here. So you're going to skip 3 chains and you're going to go into the 4th chain right where my finger is at. So you're going to yarn over. So you yarn over and then you're going to go into the 4th chain. You wrap it around, you pull up a loop. You wrap it around, pull through the first 2, and you wrap it around, you pull through the second 2. You see what I did? Hello?
What'd you say?
You see what I did?
No, we was waiting for you to finish your chain.
Yeah, it was done.
Okay, how'd you start it?
So now you're gonna skip the next 3 chains and you're gonna double crochet into the 4th chain. So you take your yarn, you wrap it around, you go into the chain, you wrap it around, you pull up a loop. You yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, you yarn over, you pull through the second 2 loops.
Okay, I'm almost done.
So we just made our first double crochet. So a double crochet does not count as a stitch. We just made our first one.
I'm done with the double crochet.
So now it says you're gonna double crochet into the next 5 chains. So you yarn over, you're gonna go into the next chain, you wrap it around. Wait, so first you're gonna yarn over, you're gonna go into the next chain, you wrap it around, you pull up a loop. You wrap it around, pull through the first 2 loops, and you wrap it around, you pull through the second 2 loops. So we made our second double crochet. So you yarn over, you go into the next chain, you wrap it around, you pull up a loop. You wrap it, then you wrap it around, pull through the first 2, you wrap it around, pull through the second 2. That's 3 double crochets. So you yarn over, go into the chain, you yarn over, you pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, wrap it around, you pull through the second 2. That's 4. Yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. You yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2. Yarn over, you're gonna go into the next chain, you yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2. So you should have 6 double crochets. Do you have that? Anila, you have 6 double crochets. How many double crochets did you do?
So far I have 5. I'm doing my last one.
Yep.
And I'm done.
So now you guys should have 6 double crochets. So now it says, so let's go back and look at this pattern here. So now you're gonna put 2, you're gonna double crochet 2 together in the next 2 chains. And you're gonna do that twice. So now you're gonna do it, you're gonna wrap it around, you're going to the next chain, and you yarn over, pull through the first, pull up a loop. You yarn over, pull through the first 2, you yarn over, go into the next chain, you yarn over, you pull up a loop. You yarn over, and you're going to pull through the remaining 2 loops. So now you should have 3 loops on your hook. You should have 3. So now you should have 3 loops on your hook. 3 loops on your hook. So you wrap it around and you pull through these 3 loops together. Pull through all 3 loops together. So that's how you make a double crochet 2 together. So we're going to do it again. You yarn over, you go into the next chain, you yarn over, pull up a loop. You yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, go into the next chain, you yarn over, pull up a loop. You yarn over, and you're going to pull through the first 2 loops. So now you guys should have 3 loops on your hook. So you wrap it around and you pull through all 3 loops together. So now you're going to put 5 double crochet. So now you're going to put 5 double crochets into the next 5 chains. So now once we're done with that, then I will show you the V-stitch. So you yarn over, and you're not going to the same chain here, you're going to go into the next chain. So now what we want to do here is we're going to put 5 double crochets into the next 5 chains. So you wrap it around, and you're going to go into the next chain, you yarn over, pull up a loop. You yarn over, pull through the first 2, you yarn over, pull through the second 2. So you're going to repeat that until you have, so you're going to finish up your 5s until you got so now I have 5 double crochets. So you see we made a little V-stitch here. But now since I'm using this bigger yarn, you can't really see it, but it looks nice. So let's go back to the pattern. So now you're going to put 2 double crochets into the next 2 chains. So you yarn over, you go into the next stitch, you wrap it around, pull up a loop. You yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2. And you're going to do the same for the same, so you're going to put 1 double crochet in that same stitch. So you wrap it around, you go back to the same stitch, you wrap it around, you pull up a loop. You yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, you yarn over, you pull through the second 2 loops. So we're going to do that again. So now we're going to do it again. So you yarn over, you go into the next chain, you yarn over, pull through the first, pull up a loop. You yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, you pull through the second 2 loops. And you're going to put 1 double crochet into that same chain. So now we're going to go back to the pattern and see what else we need to do. So now you're going to put 5 double crochets into the next 5 chains. So that's going to be it for row 1. We're going to do this 7 times. So once you fully understand it, we're going to so now you're going to put 5 more. So now once we did our 2 double crochets, we're going to do 5 more double crochets into the next 5 chains. So you yarn over, you go into the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, you yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, you yarn over, go into the next chain, you yarn over, pull up a loop, you yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2, and you're going to put, so far we did 2 double crochets, so you're going to put 3 more double crochets. So 3. Anila, are you fully getting it or no?
Indonesia.
See? So, so now before we do the double crochet two together, look how much we did. So first we did a decrease, then we did an increase of our ripple stitch, and now we did it. Now we're starting on our decrease, which we're about to do now. So let's see. So it looks like a wavy. You see it, guys? So this is our wavy stitch, but this is called like a ripple stitch. So now you're gonna double crochet two together. So you wrap it. So you're gonna yarn over. You go into the next chain. You pull up a loop. You yarn over. Pull through the first two loops. So you're gonna leave the last two loops unfinished. We're not finishing that off. We're not finishing that off, so we're just doing a double crochet two together. So you yarn over, you go into the next chain, you wrap it around, you pull up a loop. You wrap it around, pull through the first two. So now you have three loops on your hook left. So we're gonna finish that off. So you wrap it around, you pull through all three loops together. Wrap it around, go into the next chain, you wrap it around, pull up a loop. You wrap it around, pull through the first two loops, you wrap it around, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull it through the loop, yarn over, pull through the first two loops, and you wrap it around, you pull through three loops together. So that's how we make our double crochet two together. So now if you go back to the pattern and it says double crochet two together twice into the next two chains, 2 times 2 is 4, so that we're going to double crochet two together twice into the next 4 chains. So instead of double crochet two together into the next 2 chains, we're gonna put 2 double crochets two together into the next 4 chains. So I need to, so now you're gonna click it, and we're gonna click the pattern off, and now you're gonna put 5 double crochets again, but I'm not gonna move on until, so we're just repeating patterns for row number 1. So row 1 is our repeat pattern, so we're not gonna change it. It's nothing new to this pattern, so it's gonna be the same exact pattern, but now I'm using the big, so now it looks like we've been doing so good so far, right guys? So now look here guys, we just did another V-stitch. You see it guys? You see this? We just did another V-stitch.
Yeah.
So are you fully, cause you remember what I taught you last week about the ripple stitches, but I'll show you different ones. If you look up yarn inspiration, it'll show you different ripple stitches. So now you're going to put 2 double crochets into the next 2 chains. So you wrap it around, you go into the next chain, you wrap it around, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, and you're going to put 1 more double crochet into the same chain. So you're going to do the same for the next chain. You're going to put 2 double crochets into the next chain. So after we're done with it, we're going to put, so that's 2. So now you're going to put 5 double crochets into the next 5 chains. I'm going a little bit faster, if any, since we're starting to do our repeat pattern for the row. And I'm not going too fast, but if you guys can't get it on the first round, I'll show you again. I'll show you it again. I'll do a regular tutorial on how to crochet this Windsor ripple blanket. So, I mean, we can do this. So now look at this. This is our second decrease. Could you believe this?
Nisha, that looks cool.
You see it? We just made our second decrease. And I can't believe that many of you can do this on yarninspiration.com. So you can make this.
Nisha,
Yep.
I have one thing to show you.
Yeah, what do you want to show me? Oh, can I see? That's. Oh, you in the bridge. And you see? That's how. So now I see. It looks like you're in San Francisco. Are you in San Francisco? Looks like a bridge with a sunset on it.
The sun is going down.
Yep. So what's your sister what's your sister doing?
She's back.
Oh, she's
I
here.
just gave her some food. Chicken.
Oh, that's nice.
Excuse me. We should chicken down.
At least Amira's acting good today too. So far we didn't have no problems on Zooming. I'm so glad.
Exactly. Today started good. It was good.
Yep, so I wanted it to be I wanted it to be that way too.
But today was bad for me.
Why? Why your day was bad?
Because I had to go to the bathroom so much times.
Your stomach started hurting?
Yeah.
I'm very sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that. Hear that, Amira.
Exactly. She went to the bathroom 5 times in a row. Well, 6 times.
Oh my goodness.
At least we came to your meeting charged all the way up right now the tablet's on 91.
91. I can't believe it. So looks like that's very good that you're just charging. Your tablet is fully charged, so you don't have to struggle holding the charger and being on a meeting at the same time. At the same time, while you're in the meeting. I was like, so now once you made your 5 double crochets, we're gonna put double crochet 2 together, which is, so we.
Yeah, Brody, you look like you need that.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
Mommy.
You're welcome, girl.
Mhm.
All right, Brody. All right.
I'm sorry, YouTubers. I was drinking some water. Like we could just, I wonder why we're making this blanket on a hot summer day. Up because I'm teaching it. Because I'm teaching it. So now, now you're gonna wrap it around. You go into the next chain. You wrap it around. Pull up a loop. You wrap it around. Pull to the first two, and you wrap it around. And you pull to the three. Pull to the remaining three loops. You wrap it around. Go into the next chain, you wrap it around, pull up a loop, wrap it around, pull to the first two. So we're not finishing the last two. You wrap it around, and you're gonna go into the next chain. You wrap it around, you pull up a loop. You wrap it around, pull to the first two, and you're gonna wrap it around, and you're gonna finish the double crochet two together. So you take your working yarn and you're gonna pull through all three loops together. You wrap it around, go into the next chain, you wrap it around, pull up a loop, wrap it around, pull to the first two, you wrap it around, pull to the second two. That's one so far, guys. We're going to put 4 more double crochets into the next 4 chains. So I'm not gonna go fast for this practice. Well, so because looks like so now we just made another increase, guys. So the reason why we were repeating this pattern is because we just want to make it because it is easy to do and it's not that hard, guys. I cannot believe that we just did another increase. So now you're gonna put 2 double crochets into the next 2 chains. But that's why I'm following step by step with you guys so that you guys can fully understand. Like, I've done this before in my previous video where we did 3 tries at a time. Because like I was saying before, guys, you can make this for a baby, you can make this for a child, and you can make this for an adult. So you can make this whatever, whenever whoever you want. So now you're going to put 5 double crochets again. So now I thought it would be harder to go into the chain since I'm using this chunky yarn, and I thought now it's easier to go into the chain, and it's like I didn't think it would be harder to go into the chain once we using this yarn and stuff like this. So now we just made our decrease. So far it was 3 decreases and 3 increases. Wait, so now let's count. So before we move on, let's count how many decreases that we did and how many increases that we did. So let's start. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3. We made 4 decreases and 3 increases. So now we're about to do our double crochet 2 together. So once we finish with that, we're going to do our increases, which is the 5 double crochets. So now you're going to put double crochet two together. So so this is number one, this is one, and this is two. So now we're about to do our increases, which is our 5 double crochets. So, but this is a really easy pattern. So now I know that many of you do remember how to do it, cause last week I did 3 tries on how to crochet this ripple blanket. I mean, that means it's not. But this pattern is surely is a piece of cake, and I know you all can do it. So, so now we made another increase. So now we're about to put 2 double crochets. So now we made our 2 double crochets, and now we're about to do another decrease, another decrease. So once I'm done with row 1, I'll let you know when I'm done with row 1, and we can move on to row 2. So we almost halfway finished with row 1. You see how many chains are left? Looks like we don't have, so guys, this may be our last increase or decrease, as I'm not sure of, but I'm gonna continue with this with you guys until you guys fully understand and fully know it. This is so big. I can't believe this. This is. So don't worry, guys, if you guys can't get this, hopefully this week or next week, I'll be showing a regular tutorial on it. So Anila, Mira, how are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
So how is the ripple stitch coming along?
It's good since I was practicing this week. It's really easy to me. Like I'm getting it.
Me too, cause we've been doing this since last week, and I know some of these projects are not really, but this is really simple project that we are doing, and it looks like, cause I thought so too. I thought there would be this type of yarn, like will be much harder, but now it's much easier to go into the chain. I thought it would be much harder. Like even if I'm using this big chunky yarn, I need to still make sure I get the right amount of stitches. So before we finish that off, we want to make sure, we're going to count to make sure if we have 7 chains left. So it's 1, 2, 3, wait, hold on. So 1, 2, 3, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me see. So now you're gonna put 7 double crochet. You're gonna put 7 double crochets into the last 7 chains. So at least we got that. So now you're gonna put 1, So now once you got 7 chain, wait, hold on. So now once you have 7 chains, guys, let's look at row number. So now we're about to start row 2. So row 2 is our repeat of row 1. So let's see how we, shall we? So row 2, it says chain 3. So now you're going to chain 3 and you turn our work. And now it says to put 1 double crochet into the first double crochet. So you're going to double crochet into this first stitch. So this is our first double crochet. Our first double crochet doesn't count as a stitch. So now we're gonna put 5 double crochets into the next 5 stitches. So you're gonna yarn over, you're gonna go into the next stitch, you wrap it around, pull up a loop. You wrap it around, pull through the first 2 loops, you wrap it around, pull through the second 2 loops. So this is our second double crochet. So we're going to put 5 more in there. So yarn over, you go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2. And you're going to do this until you have 5 double crochets. So now I did 5 double crochets into the next 5 stitches, and you all should have 6 double crochets in total. So now what you want to do is to put double crochet 2 together. So to do that, you wrap it around, you go into the next stitch, you wrap it around, pull up a loop, wrap it around, pull through the first 2, wrap it around, go into the next stitch, you wrap it around, pull up a loop. You wrap it around, pull through the first 2, you wrap it around, pull through all 3 loops together. So now we're going to do it again. So you wrap it around, go into the next stitch, you wrap it, so you yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the remaining 3. So now you're going to keep going. So now it says to put another 5 double crochets into the next 5 stitches. So you yarn over, go into the next chain, next stitch, so you go into the next stitch, wrap it around, pull through the first 2, wrap it around, pull through the second 2. And at least if you need more help, guys, you can go back to the video, or you can go to the pattern that I posted in the description box. So row 2 is our repeat of row 1. So it's no changes to this, guys, because we did this in row 1. So now I see my stitches are getting bigger because of this chunky yarn. So now we just did another V-stitch. We just did our V-stitch. So rule number 2 is a repeat of row 1. So now we did a decrease and an increase so far. So now you're about to put 2 double crochets into the next 2 stitches. So you yarn over, go into this next stitch, you wrap it around, you pull up a loop. Wrap it around, pull through the first 2, wrap it around, pull through the second 2. And you're going to do one more into the same stitch. So you wrap it around, go into the next stitch, the same stitch that you were working with. Wrap it around, pull up a loop. Wrap it around, pull through the first 2, wrap it around, pull through the second 2. And you're going to do the same for the next stitch. You wrap it around, yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops. Yarn over, go into the same stitch, you wrap it around, you pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, you yarn over, you pull through the second 2 loops. And now you're going to put 5 double crochets afterwards. So yarn over, you're going to go into the next stitch, you yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops. And you're going to do the same for the next 4 stitches. So now we just made another decrease, guys. So now we did a decrease, an increase, and a decrease. So we made 2 increases so far and 1 increase. So now we're about to do another increase, which is our double crochet 2 together and 5 stitches. So row 2 doesn't change anything. So it's our repeat row of row 1, and it's not really that hard, guys. We're just doing what we're doing so that once you fully understand, then we'll So once I get finished with row 3, with row number 2, then I'm gonna stop there, or I might keep showing you guys one more time. But you think I'm about to do is I'm about to show you guys one more time, and then I'm gonna stop there and show you the original blanket that I was working on. So Nyla and Mira, you there?
Yes.
So we're just moving on. Are you done with row number 1?
Yeah.
So row number 2 is you're gonna chain 3 and you're gonna put 1 double crochet into that first stitch.
Okay.
And then you're gonna repeat from there.
I'm good.
So, I mean, we can keep going until you guys fully understand, because I will be showing you different types of ripple blankets. So, don't get it twisted, guys, because we're just doing the same row. We're just repeating rows. So, I mean, once you fully understand the row and the patterns, then you'll learn it so much easier. So that so the more you practice, the more you'll get it. Cause on my blanket, when I was working on it, I got up to row 28. And row 28 is not going to be enough. Wait, let me see. And row 28 is not going to be enough. So that's because it's not going to be able to cover the baby. So So for this one here, we want to make sure we got 5 double crochets and each stitch between. So we don't want to make any mistakes. So we want to make sure that there's no mistakes on your project. If you made a mistake, that's okay too. You can always redo it. So any questions or comments? So, because regular tutorials are coming up soon. You got everyone. So now, since you guys, some of you may get it or some of you may not get it, so using these big chunky yarns is like, using these big chunky yarns could be hard to count stitches too when you're using a chunky yarn. And I mean, so far, we made our decreases and increases at the same time. It looks like, could you guys see it? Could you guys see this? This is really big, and I can tell.
That's a lot of kernels in there. It didn't fully pop.
Oh, thanks, Mommy.
No, just throwing some popcorn on the kernels. A lot of kernels in there. So it didn't fully pop.
Even with these big chunky yarns, just always make sure that you count your stitches in between.
How she did that? When she had that conversation?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I said, what happened?
So let me see. Tweet. Makes because when yarn, sometimes yarn can be chunky, but you really have to be careful because when you pulling your stitches through, because it might be stuck or it might not be able to pull through all the way. You see, mine's is like struggling. So, Anila, who are you making a ripple stitch blanket for? Hello?
She's for Amira.
Wait, what are you making it for? What are you making it for?
For Amira.
You making it for a mirror?
Mm,
That's nice of you.
I'm sweating.
So now I got up to row number 2. Are you fully getting the pattern or you need more help?
I'm really getting the pattern. I'm not crocheting.
Then if you're not participating, find something else to do. Cause yeah, this is what I taught from. So if you continue to do this, guys, then I'll be sure my next video I'll be doing a regular tutorial on this, so you guys can really understand how this is gonna how this is going. So that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 double crochets. We're gonna put 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So once you're done with that, once you made your final 5 double crochet, you're going to put 2 double crochets into the last stitch. So now row 2 is done. So now we're going to move on to row 3, which is a repeat of row 2. So now what you want to do is you chain 3, you turn your work, and you're going to put one double crochet. You're going to put one double crochet into that first double crochet. So you yarn over, go into the first stitch, you yarn over, pull up a loop. You yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops. And we're going to keep doing this until you have 75 rows. If you want to make yours longer, then that's fine too. So now you're going to put 5 double crochets into the next 5 stitches. Like, I thought this was way much bigger than I thought it would be. But now it is not. So let's see. So now you're going to double crochet 2 together. So I might do 75 rows on this yarn, or I might do 75 rows on the other yarn. But I'm not too sure how we're going to do this since I'm using 2 different kinds of yarn. So I'll still make the other blanket for the baby, but I might do this 75 rows. So rows number 4 and 5 is a repeat of row 2. So rows 3, 4, 5 through 75 is going to be a repeat of row 2. So let's go back to the pattern real quick. So now it says rows 3 to 75. You're gonna repeat row 2. If you want to make yours longer, that's fine. But 75, so now you can see it is 3 rows in each color. So now what we can do is Hold on. This is a big yarn. Adela, could you see this? This is big.
It is big. It's crazy how you do something big in a little bit of time.
Yay, look at this. I've been doing this for 3 hours already. It's 11:13. I can't believe this. Do you see how big this yarn is?
You're like, oh my god.
Look at how big it is. And
That's
I've
just
been using
chunky
it for so
leather.
while. Like, I cannot believe this. This is way much bigger
So big.
than the red heart yarn that I just done use. Like, I don't even usually use this yarn. I usually use the red heart yarn, but I guess I'll use this for
It
today. And next,
looks
oh,
kind of curly.
you said what?
It looks kind of curly.
Yeah, it looks like it's curly a little bit, but now we see we did our ripple stitch, and hope because I can still teach you different types of ripple stitches, ripple blankets, ripple blankets, so that. And you see what the crazy part about is like I'm still counting my stitches, and it's like with this big chunky yarn here, like cause first now I did the six. So first it was 6 double crochets, then it was double crochet two together, then it was 5 double crochets, and now it was 2 double crochets into the next 2 stitches, and then it was 5 double crochets. Now I'm still trying to be careful how I count the stitches. It looks really like this is way. But I might make different blankets I might make a different type of blanket with this yarn. You see it?
Yeah.
And it's like big. So rows number 3. So now I'm up to row 3 since because on my original row, which I'm going to show you next how to do it, so that once you get the hang of it, it will be much easier since you practice so much. And I can't believe that one of you are starting to become experts at crocheting. So, so, so once I teach you this stuff, then you'll become an expert at everything. Everything that you need to know before you become experts. So once I get the end of row 3, then I'll show you my original one that I was working on. And that's gonna be it for the night, because you know that we've been in Zoom for like 3 hours already, and it's 11:17. Like, Because last week I posted a 3-hour video, and that was real. That was super duper long, and like, so once row 3 is done, I'm gonna stop there and show you my original one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can do this. So now we've been doing, so next week guys, we're gonna talk about our increases and next week we're gonna talk about our decreases and increases of our ripple blanket. So if, because it looks like we've been talking enough about our ripple stitch blanket, so still need to talk about it next week. But next week I will be able to see how much more longer on this blanket. So if you can't get it, if you don't get it the first time, guys, if you don't get it the first time, don't stress, because I'll be showing you on my regular tutorial. Like, like, so now I'm trying to see. I have no idea. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what did I do here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it's gonna be 2 double crochets into this next stitch and 2 double crochets the following stitch. So we're just repeating patterns for each row. So if you get up to row 75, that's closer to be enough to cover the person or the baby. So 75 rows should be enough. And the picture was saying that they put in like 3 rows in each color, and that's 75 divided by 3 is 25. Like, so that's why we're dividing, and sometimes we're just multiplying what we're doing. So between multiplication and division, so let's see, how many stitches did we do? So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we did our one double two together. Now there's two. Like this is coming out long, beautiful. Even though that it's not fully a ripple stitch that I'm sure of. So now I'm trying to figure out how I could have used like, so if I use a smaller yarn, then it would look more like a ripple stitch, like a ripple blanket. But now I'm using this big chunky yarn. Doesn't look like a ripple blanket, but it actually is. But when you're using yarn like this, you have to be careful when you pulling your loops, because if you pull them too fast, it's gonna be stuck. Like, cause on this here, this is big, and I'm sure that one of you YouTubers can see this. So if we, so I'm sure that many of you do know how to crochet. So next week I'll use a smaller yarn. I'll use the red hot yarn, as this is way much easier to count our stitches, and I'll tell you the difference between the Chucky yarn and the red hot yarn, which I already told you already for a fact. So this,
take over. Yeah, you can't do that.
So this is coming to an end, guys. So row number 3 is actually almost done. So we just need to put a few more stitches. But first we want to count to see if we get the right amount of stitches. Cause if so, we want to make sure that we won't get the wrong amount of stitches. Because if you do, whether it's 3 stitches, 4 stitches, but we're supposed to have 5 stitches in between. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're gonna double crochet 2 together, 2 together. And once you fully get that undercovered, then we'll be all so. So once I fasten this one off, then I'll show you my original one. And we'll go over rows 29 real quick until before I leave. So row 29 is our repeat row. So we'll get started on that once we get finished with this chucky yarn. One, two, three, four, five, six. That we can take this off. Double two together. So this is week two of our Windsor Ripple Afghan. So week number 3, I'm still gonna show you how far I get onto it. Did I get? I might make it longer. I might make the blanket longer than 75 rows. Because it says at the pattern that we at least should get 75 rows. So if you want to change, So once I did the last five double crochets in the last 5 stitches, you're gonna put 2 double crochets into the on top of the chain 3. So what this is why it's so hard to get in. It's this chunky yarn here. Beyond here. So there's 1 and that's 2. So now we made our ripple stitch, everyone. So this is I made 3 rows of the ripple stitch using the chunky yarn. So now I'm gonna cut the yarn. So now we're gonna fasten off. So now you're gonna cut the yarn and then you're gonna fasten off. So now I'm gonna show you my original blanket that I was working on. So let me see if I can get this out. So this is the blanket that I originally worked on. So now rows 29 is our repeat. So now for row 29, you're gonna take your new color and then you're going to insert it to the remaining 2 loops. So I'm not going to show you how to do a ripple stitch all the way, but I'm going to show you halfway so you can fully understand it. So now you're going to chain so row 29 is you're going to chain 3 and you're going to turn your work. So I might change the color to green, but I'm not sure yet. So now you're gonna put 1 double crochet into the first double crochet. Then you're gonna double crochet into the next 5 stitches. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. So here you have 6 double crochets. So you're gonna double crochet 2 together. So you wrap it around. So you yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into next stitch, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through the first 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. And you're gonna do this again until you have. So now you're going to put 5 double crochets into the next 5 stitches. So this is going to be halfway and then I will be done for the night. And hopefully next week I'll show you how far that I do on a blanket. I'm going to do this quickly with this color, then I'm going to undo it and do it in with green. So just real quick. So now you have 5, so now you're going to put 2 double crochets into the next 2 stitches. Into the next 2 stitches. So now you're going to put 5 more double crochets into the next 5 stitches. So once I get up to the double crochet 2 together, then I'm going to stop there and so now after that you're going to double crochet 2 together twice, and then I'm going to put 5 more double crochets into the next 5 stitches, and you should have completed your 5 double crochets in the double crochet, including the double crochet 2 together and the 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches. So now I'm going to stop here now. So now we're going to put 2 more double crochets into the next stitch and 2 more double crochets in the following stitch. So now you're going to put 5 double crochets into the next 5 stitches. And I'm going a little bit faster since you all get it. So now you're going to put double crochet 2 together. So now you're going to put double crochet 2 together twice, and now you're going to put 5 double crochets So I'm gonna stop there, everyone. So you see how I did the ripple stitch so far. Now you see how I did the ripple stitch so far. So repeat that until you get all the way to the end. And next week I'll show you how far did I do on the blanket. So hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Good night, YouTubers.